And we are live. Hello, guys, and welcome to Jay and Toby's True Crime Morning. This is our test episode, of course, so it's not a morning episode. We're just kind of doing a pilot here, seeing how it goes, seeing how many people come over. So it's a little bit off time, of course. This will usually be at about 11:30 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. But today on the show, an EDM DJ grooms his victims by making them watch the movie American Beauty. A West Virginia man helps his wife fake her own death to avoid sentencing for fraud. More than 20 Fort Sill soldiers are under investigation for sexual assault, and much, much more. If you're not familiar with our show here, we are the sister show to the main Jason Hebert channel, where we interview the loved ones of missing persons and unsolved crimes in an effort to help spread awareness and bring justice. So please check that channel out as well. That is our main channel. This morning show is a bit of an extension to that nighttime program and works a bit differently. Instead of interviewing the subjects, we instead take a look at stories from a third-party perspective and give our own opinions of them, as well as communicate with you, the subscribers, through the chat in an effort to get to know you guys better. We also raise money during this show to support the efforts required to find the families we interview, research their cases, promote the stories, and everything else that comes along with the time-intensive processes that have come to make up the near 120 interviews we have on our main channel, which is always growing. So we do appreciate anyone who can donate to support. If you wish to do so, the link is in the description of this video and will also be posted throughout the show in the chat. Anyone who does donate will get a couple cool perks. First off, we'll post your name on screen, and I'll give you guys an example in just a moment. And once we post your name and you make your donation, it will stay for the duration of the show. And lastly, each duration will get our adorable co-host, Toby, here a treat. So we say thank you to Watcher for bringing us the treats here. So you get some credit for supporting the program, and then you also get a nice, cool little treat. Many of you are probably familiar with the process. What we do here is daily supporters. Right now you'll see N/A because I haven't checked yet, but I'm assuming nobody has supported yet on this stream. Support is, hey, we got Watcher here. Watcher and Annie, both are probably here. Watcher definitely is. I'm assuming Annie might be. If not, she'll probably be here soon. But she is, both of them will be assisting us with pulling up some of the cases that once we start on this channel full-time next week. So right now we're just kind of pulling news program segments, but we're going to be doing more deep dive into individual cases. So each show will be dedicated to a case or two, and that's going to be Watcher and Annie, who really help pull up the meat of those cases. I'll be the one pulling the news segments, but they'll be really doing the ones where we really dig in. So we're going to have a lot of people helping, and I'll be doing the news part. Annie and Watcher will be doing the meaty parts, let's say, and Toby will be eating the meat courtesy of his treats. So once Annie and Watcher pull the meat up, Toby will eat the meat. Get it? Funny joke. Okay, guys, that's enough of my comedy act. I'll be here all week. All right, let me pull up real quick. Give me just a second. Okay, so see where you see NA on screen there? That is where you will see yourself if you are someone that supports the channel throughout the stream. So, first donation of the day, by the way, a new thing we're going to start doing. First donation of the day gets Toby double treats. All right, so we're going to give him one treat per donation, but the first donation gets him double treats. And then he does a little dance like, oh my God, thank you, Sarah, or whoever, for giving me those double treats. Yeah, he gets so excited. But today, I went over in the beginning. I don't know if you guys like how I did that little intro part where I kind of gave you guys a hint of what's to come. But yeah, those were some of the cases. So there's an EDM DJ that has teens watch American Beauty to get them prepared to, do his thing with them. There's a man who helped his wife fake her own death to avoid fraud. And then we get 20 Fort Sill soldiers under investigation after a trainee reports sexual assault. So I don't know if all 20 are related to her or what. We have a former West Virginia high school football star who was killed in a shooting, and police think he knew his killer. So we have a lot of interesting stories, a lot of sad stories, of course. This show probably will be maybe shorter. At most, it'll be an hour because this is a little kind of like a little trial. And we're working on getting you guys an interview for tomorrow. Not on this channel, but on the main channel, of course. So if you are into the interviews, keep an eye out for tomorrow. It's actually Denise that is helping work on an interview. And I'm also trying to get yesterday's interview that just kind of disappeared, trying to get him ready and over. So we got about 10 people here. It's hard to judge if that's good or bad because our main show fluctuates a lot. But I'm trying to at least make it to where this channel gets at least every regular that the other channel gets, and then we'll grow from there. But I want at least all the normals, the normies that are always here. I want at least those people to know of this show. So that's what I'm trying to test by doing this. Are all our regulars here? I don't know yet. But either way, let's pull up. I'm going to pull up the main PayPal just so I can make sure. Oh, I didn't even give you guys. Oh, I did give you guys the link. Yeah, just so I can make sure. Because sometimes I don't get the email right away. So let me keep this up just so in case if you guys do donate, we can give you guys an immediate shout out until we can get his immediate double treat because we're doing a new lightning round. The first donation of the day gets Toby double treats if you're just joining us. But okay, let's get into some of these stories. These are, of course, tragic, but they're always very interesting. And I'm hesitant to say that word interesting because I don't want to bring any type of positivity to them. But of course, there's a reason why we are all so attracted to this genre, and it's because we want to help, right? There's a lot of sadness and evil in this world, and I think we feel if we can identify it, uncover it, and we can maybe help it in some way. So let's do our best. So first, EDM, which is a type of music, by the way. It's a very electronic kind of music. So EDM DJ Bass Nectar, I guess that's his name, Bass Nectar, Bassnectar, all one word, either Bass Nectar or Bass Nectar. Allegedly, everything's alleged, of course, on this channel, groomed teens for sex abuse by having them watch American Beauty. And then it says suit, S-U-I-T. So I guess that's the lawsuit. So it was a running joke among those associated with Bass Nectar that he would have to find a date at a high school dance, states the lawsuit. So whoever knew about this made a ha ha ha, so funny joke over it. Ha ha, whoa. I don't know what's this. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought that was something else. So ha ha ha, he's always dating such young girls. How funny, ha ha. Not too funny to me, but I have to think the people who did that joke probably didn't think it was as serious as it is. Maybe they just thought he was a creepy kind of guy and acted weird around them or something, but maybe they thought there was no way he would actually do it. That's what I am going to hope for something like this because I want to pretend there aren't regular, normal, adult humans that would think it's funny that is really going on. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. All right, now, so if anyone knows how to say that name, if it's Bass Nectar or Bass Nectar, let me know. But his real name is Lorin Ashton, Lorin, last name Ashton. I lost a very good friend of mine named Ashton, actually, when we were only 16. I believe he might have been 17. But I was 16. He was murdered. That was the first murder I ever dealt with in my life. That was a very sad day for me. But anyways, that's what that name makes me think of. And here he is. This is not my Ashton, but this is Lorin Ashton, the DJ, also known as Bass Nectar or Bass Nectar, however you say it. He is right there. Looks like he's in the middle of one of his little DJ gigs. A lawsuit has been filed against electronic dance music DJ Bass Nectar, alleging he groomed and sexually abused underage girls. Again, keep in mind, everything is alleged. Nothing is, there are no hard accusations here. The lawsuit, which was filed Monday on behalf of two women, alleges Bass Nectar, whose real name is Lorin Ashton, was, quote, targeting and engaging in commercial sex acts with minors and utilizing his shows and organizations to accomplish the exploitation of young girls for his own sexual gratification. So sickening stuff. It was a running joke among those associated with Bass Nectar that he would have to find a date at a high school dance, according to the lawsuit obtained by People, which is where we're reading this from. Funny joke, ha ha ha. Not dealing with kids here. Again, I have to imagine they didn't think it was that serious for them to joke about it. I don't know. The lawsuit alleges that Ashton was presenting himself as an advisor and peer in order to gain young girls' trust. So advisor I get because he's older. I get it, meaning I know how he could do that. But how does he come off as a peer? He looks older than they would be for sure. I don't know how they would think he was a peer. I don't know. Maybe they thought he looked older. Despite the fact that he was in his mid-30s at the time. I'm thinking this guy's early 20s. He's mid-30s. Jeez Louise, as the old folks say. I always say old people terms. Jeez Louise, Jeepers Creepers. My dad always says that, Jeepers Creeper. Right as I say Jeepers Creepers, Chris comes in with what a creeper. So disgusting, pregnant teenagers, sickening. So literally he's double their age. If he's 34, let's say, because they say mid-30s, and someone's 17, boom, double. 18, 36, literally double. Disgusting. Bass Nectar was able to conceal yet maintain consistent contact with these underage girls through secretive messaging apps, which he required all communication to be funneled through so that he could groom them for eventual commercial sex acts, get them to send him sexually explicit photographs, and further exploit them for his own gratification, the lawsuit states. Ashton's attorney, Mitchell Schuster, called the claims outrageous. Is that right? These outrageous claims, which were clearly designed for the media rather than for the courts, are completely without merit, and we eagerly look forward to proving so, Schuster said in a statement obtained by People. Of course, his words, not mine. The lawsuit alleges the DJ reached out to the women who were then underage on Twitter and gave them his email and phone number. In an effort to groom, quote, the victims, Bass Nectar allegedly suggested they, quote, watch American Beauty, which is a movie about an older man having a relationship with a young girl, states the lawsuit. I can confirm, I do know that movie. It's considered an American classic. So I guess that would make sense, but it's kind of sickening to imagine somebody using that movie to say, hey, see what's happening in this movie? That's normal. Wow. And honestly, if these kids are older than 15, it's a shame if they fell for that. The movie shows that guy. It gives you the feeling like he's a pretty big creep. I mean, I don't get it, but in exchange for this, oh boy, here we go. In exchange for the sexual encounters, Bass Nectar gave the minors cash in amounts ranging from $300 to $1,600, states the lawsuit. Yikes. When you're young, that's a lot of money, especially $1,600. According to the lawsuit, Ashton also allegedly required that the minors, quote, take sexually explicit photographs of themselves and send them to him, Bass Nectar. The lawsuit contends. Ashton allegedly insisted that the teen keep their relationship a secret, told them that they couldn't have sex with others, although he was allowed to have sex with anyone he chose to. So these were real official relationships. He's making all kinds of rules over here. This is insane. Insane stuff, guys. The lawsuit alleges that the sexual abuse occurred between 2012 and 2016. According to the lawsuit, one of the teens allegedly confronted Ashton in the summer of 2020, stating that she was taken advantage of, trafficked too, and that what happened between them was statutory rape. So is she saying that he brought her to other people? Because it's saying that he didn't want them to sleep with anyone else, but wouldn't traffic mean he sent them somewhere? I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly the terminology, but I'm sure that means something along those lines, right? Or is just him doing that to them, is that considered trafficking? Maybe that's the case. The lawsuit alleges that Bass Nectar admitted his abuse of the teen was so inappropriate and that what he did was completely wrong. So my guess is that's him on the phone like, I know what I did to you was so inappropriate. I'm so sorry. It was completely wrong. Just trying to talk her down. That's what I imagine probably that came from. That's what it sounds like anyways. That's my guess. In his mid-30s, having those kind of conversations. Unbelievable. This guy's my age. I'm 37, right? Yeah. Sometimes that takes me a moment. Can't believe a guy close to my age, at least. These are kids. It's like insane. Alexandria McMaster, one of the attorneys representing the alleged victims, tells People that the women want to hold Ashton accountable and also want to make sure anyone else who went through this, that they know they aren't alone, and they want to prevent Ashton from doing this to any young girls in the future. Of course. And if he is doing it, the authorities need to stop him. But again, we don't accuse, but that is the story. What's up, guys? Yeah, Marissa, that's what I remember when I said moving over to this channel is always a huge problem because very few people come. Well, this is what I mean. As you see, a lot, I know these people may be throwing my mouth too, but we have a real problem with getting, it's like a third of the people that come over. You would think it's easy, right? I spent like 5 shows talking about it, but not nearly as many come. That's why tomorrow we're going to go back into the main channel and, we'll start there again and start telling people, hey, we were in a new channel last night. Did you not join? Okay, we have our first donation from Watcher who says, I'm here for you, Tobes. Comes through with $10. Thank you so much. So we got our first donation. Watcher coming through with a tenner. The lovely Watcher, y'all. Huge helper of the channel. Defender of all that is right. Watcher. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so boom. That gets Toby his double treats, because like I said, we're doing a lightning round to begin, where Toby gets double treats. Say thank you, Watcher. Give me a minute, let me finish eating. Okay. Oh, we got Coops here. Hey, you didn't get a notification, Andy, even on the new channel? I don't know, guys. I was hoping that would be the one benefit to this new channel's notifications would go out. But it looks like, once again, we're having trouble with this second channel getting as many people here. So hello, Coops. Coops, we got to give you access to the document. I know you're super busy, wicked busy, but if you want to join, right now we have Annie and Watcher helping put some cases for the morning show. Once we move this to this channel full-time next week, we're trying to build up the caseload so that we'll have at least like 10 sitting there waiting, so we can do a couple a day and we'll never be behind. We'll always be ahead. Pookie, but doesn't that affect the people who are members? I think if you're a member and you unsubscribe or resubscribe it, I heard that it ruins your membership kind of thing. So I don't know. But hang on a second, guys. Let me see one thing. Whoa. Got my ex telling me, you were so right. Guess what happened? Don't hear those words often, so I'm curious. I haven't talked to this person in many months. So I said, what? Curious. It's not often that you get your ex saying, you're so right. Okay. Anyways, thanks for sending a notification. The next one I would have missed it. Oh, sorry, Annie. Yeah, I would have went, you know that I have no problem coming and telling you every single show, hey, Annie, we're going live. But I just assume that you get them and that you know. So sorry I didn't tell you. I just assumed that you would know. Sorry, guys. But, okay, guys, so we got 10 people in here. That's the thing about this second channel is it doesn't ever seem to go above like 10. Hey, Tabitha. Where's Navy Vet? I don't know. She was here earlier, though. I was talking to her quite a bit earlier. She was having a good day earlier because she had some struggling days recently. But earlier today, she was feeling a lot better. I was talking to her for quite a while, so hopefully she's still good. But second story of the day, West Virginia man sentenced for helping his wife fake her own death to avoid fraud sentencing. Last May, Rodney Wheeler told police his wife Julie had fallen from a gorge overlook when she was actually hiding at home. So this here, I don't know which one of them is the bigger goof, but this is the guy who tried to fake his wife's death. And I guess we'll see her in a moment. I don't know. Well, I can look that up. A West Virginia man has been sentenced for helping his wife fake her own death so that she could avoid sentencing for healthcare fraud. Rodney Wheeler, 48 years old, was sentenced to 8 months of confinement, the Department of Justice U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of West Virginia announced in a press release Monday. The Beckley resident will spend 2 months in federal prison and 6 months in home confinement and will be on supervised release for 3 years after that. Rodney pleaded guilty to conspiracy to obstruct justice back in January. Last year, Rodney and his wife, Julie Wheeler, concocted a scheme to keep Julie from being sentenced for healthcare fraud. She was previously convicted of overbilling a VA program for spina bifida care, according to the Department of Justice. Spina bifida, that's a tough one. Tough thing to deal with. Prosecutors said that Rodney called the police on May 31st, 2020, reporting that Julie had fallen off the Grandview Overlook at West Virginia's New River Gorge. His false claims resulted in days of search and rescue efforts from multiple agencies and volunteers. So probably tens of thousands of dollars, if not more. So they're not going to be happy about that. Rodney was accused of giving multiple false statements to authorities and even posted on Facebook saying he was heartbroken and lost right now, but was holding out hope that she will be found, according to the DOJ, Department of Justice. And this is her. So that is her. Did not work out in their favor. Julie was discovered hiding in a closet at their home by West Virginia State Police 2 days after his first false call of her fall. They both admitted they conspired to fake her disappearance to avoid Julie Wheeler's pending federal sentencing in a healthcare fraud case, the Monday press release said. In February, Julie was sentenced to 54 months in federal prison, combined for her healthcare fraud scheme and obstruction. She was also ordered to pay $289,055.07 in restitution. Don't forget that 7 cents. Legal representation for the Wheelers could not immediately be located. Yeesh! They got it bad. That's a tough thing to deal with, but you know what? Probably shouldn't have done that in the first place, guys. That wasn't the best idea. So, I mean, that's a lot of money, but you know what? That's probably what it costs people to look for them. It's a lot of money getting helicopters and machines and everything digging or whatever. They're probably not digging, but you know what I mean. They might have been looking in the water, all kinds of equipment, man hours and stuff like that. So that's what you get. Don't commit fraud and then lie. So we're still at about 10 people, guys. So we're going to be, I can already tell you, tomorrow's show, we're going to go back to the main channel because we're still having trouble. I'm guessing it's a notification problem. See, here's the thing, right? We're having notification problems on all my channels, but when you have a notification problem on a channel with 12,000 members, more people are still likely to stumble across it. That's why we get 20 or 30 people still come along, even though they didn't get notified. But when you have a notification problem on a channel with 230 subscribers as opposed to 12,000, whoo, that's a big difference. Hey, we hit 11. But yeah, that's the reason why we get so many less people on this channel. But we're going to build this one. Did you guys like the way I did my intro? The way I was a little bit more professional about it, and I read a little quotes about each case, a little information about what's to come. I think I did a really good job of that intro. That's the way I'm going to do it from now on. That was a good dang intro. I got the N/A. I should have Watcher up there. Sorry, Watcher. Boom. Sorry about that. And I moved them out of state, not to a closet. I think they'll figure that one out. Hey, Laura. Am I the only person who feels like I nailed that intro in the beginning? I'm so weary of that intro because I'm always like, if someone comes on and the intro sucks, they're gonna leave right away. So when I do a good intro, I feel so good. I feel so good about myself. So yeah, I gotta keep improving that intro. I gotta do something like I did today, where I was like, today on the Jason and Toby program, we look at and I got a music like Toby needs to be in the background like. But no, I'm being a goof, but I think I did a really good job on that intro. Okay. Whew. Let me see here. I got to keep an eye on the main account too, because we're not getting our email. So if somebody does donate, it's not going to come right away. Okay. No treats yet, buddy. Calm down. Okay. You got to calm down. Stop turning your head and take a dang kiss, will you? Okay. Let's see. The next news story, true crime news. More than 20, something's burning. Great. Is that you? Did I drop some? Oh boy. Is that over here? Little piece of old bacon. I don't know what that burning smell is. Sorry, guys. Hope I don't keep smelling that. That doesn't feel too good. Doesn't smell too good. The investigation was long. Okay, more than 20 Fort Sill soldiers under investigation after trainee reports sexual assault. Not good, not good. I was like, forget that. Just give me a treat, man. I know, that's what he's thinking, but he has to be patient because he gets a lot of them. So if we give him too many, he's going to get sick. Right, Tobes? No. Yes, Toby. No. The investigation was launched within hours after a female trainee reported the allegations on March 27th, said the commander of the U.S. Army base in Oklahoma. More than 20 instructors at the U.S. Army's Fort Sill are under investigation for sexual assault following allegations raised by a female trainee at the Oklahoma installation, according to reports. The Army has sent Specialized Criminal Investigation Division personnel and attorneys to aid the investigation, and members of the training cadre have been suspended pending the outcome, according to a news release from the base public affairs office. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just seeing if we are getting that interview tomorrow. Hang on. Okay. I think we got tomorrow, guys. Awesome, guys. Looking good for an interview tomorrow night. 9 p.m. Eastern, on the main channel, not this channel, on the Jason Hebert channel. He'll go rock and steal the bag again. I'm sure he will. Oh, he will. Okay, and the Army has sent Specialized Criminal Investigation Division personnel and attorneys to aid the investigation. I just read that. The thought of sexual assault, something like this happening in our Army here at Fort Sill, deeply saddens me, Fort Sill Commander Major General Ken Camper told reporters Thursday at a news briefing that revealed the investigation, reports CBS News. Every single soldier deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, but he would not address where the alleged assault occurred or how many were involved. The way we are categorizing it is, I don't know if that's cadre, C-A-D-R-E, cadre members. I will leave it at that, he said, reports the Army Times. That means more than one. Okay. The Intercept reported that 22 service members were under investigation. The Army Times, citing a person familiar with the incident, reported more than 20 people were under investigation. So it looks like just over 20. Oof, yeah, a lot of stuff on that base, huh? Scary stuff. Oh, hang on, we got 1 or 2. What is this? Oh, wow, you're going to have to do that again, Annie girl. Annie comes in, guys, with $40. Again. Thank you so much, Annie. Wow, yeah. From Toby, from my dog. Is it a new bit? Annie bus? Wait a minute. No. That was, okay, we got 2. So I'm sorry. $40 from Annie, who says to encourage you. And then Laura says, for Toby, from my dog, is it Anubis or Anubis? How do you say that, Laura? So we got 2. Thank you so much. First to Annie for $40. Huge donation. Thank you so much, Annie. Again, she did 40 earlier, too. Annie's being super helpful today. So we love you, Annie. We love you every day. You know that. No matter what. And then Laura comes through with $5, and we love you too, Laura. Thank you so much. So much. How do you pronounce your dog's name? Is it Anubis? If it's Anubis, press 1. If it's Anubis, press 2. If it's Anibus, press 3. I don't know if it could be any of those, right? Yeah, that's a good idea, Marissa. I was thinking that of doing a half show on that channel and then a half show here. You know, not just, I was I didn't want to do just 10 minutes because so many people, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't come till 20 minutes in, more people come in 30 minutes in. So I wanted enough time for people to build up. But yeah, I was thinking of doing the half shows, half in the first channel and half in the second channel. I'm going to do that at least on Friday. You guys there's so many amazing people on this chat. I can't even explain it, guys. You don't even know. I love you guys. Love you. Love you. Oh, hang on. I think somebody else. Oh, no. That was Laura, right? Yeah. Okay. That's Laura coming through. So that's 2 more for Toby. We'll give him 3 since one of them was a biggie. So instead of 2 treats, we'll get 3 treats. These are from Annie and Laura. But you're going to say thank you 3 times. 1 for each treat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That was good. Acceptable. Acceptable. Hey, you got to see it's right above your nose, silly boy. We got a lot of amazing people here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, we have an amazing group. And it scares me, though. That's why it scares me every time I move, Chris, because it seems like a lot of people don't know about it. So please, guys, try to keep this second channel in mind. We're going to start doing this at 11:30 in the morning, probably Monday to Friday. So that way you won't have to wait for your notifications. You're just going to know. So Monday through Friday, 11:30, this show will be here on this channel. And then any night at 9 p.m., just check and see if we're doing a show. Check by like 8:45, it'll be up by then on the other Jason Ebert channel. And if we're doing a show that day, it'll be up. All right. So I can't tell you those days in advance, of course, because those days vary. But those are the times. 11:30 for this show, 9 o'clock for the interview show. That way you never have to wait for the interview. I mean, it's nice to get, the notification. It's nice to get the notification, but at least you won't miss it because you can still say to yourself, oh, I didn't get a notification. Let me just check at 9 for that channel. Let me check at 11:30. You know the times to check, I think that'll help a lot if we just get the audience used to the time. All right. And like I said, guys, this is it isn't really a full show, but we're going to try to drag it out as much as we can. I just kind of wanted to see how many people would come in. And we hit 11 was the max. So usually we get to about 30 at one point in the show. So we're still having that issue. So I don't know. And I feel sad if people are missing the show that want to see it. So former West Virginia high school football star is killed in shooting, and police think he knew the killer. Police are looking for the person or persons responsible for the shooting. Wonder why they think he knew him. Police in Pomeroy, Ohio, are investigating a shooting on Easter morning that left a former high school standout football star dead. Kane Roush, 25 years old, was shot around 4:52 a.m. on Sunday. Police tell the Daily Sentinel that he crawled from his residence to the apartments next door while he was seriously wounded. A neighbor called for help. When police arrived, they found Roush laying on the ground with several gunshot wounds. Officers were able to talk to Roush before he died at the scene, Meigs County Sheriff Keith Wood told the newspaper. Investigators are following leads and talking to witnesses, but Wood says that it was not a random act of violence. He believes the shooting happened during an argument and that Roush, R-O-U-S-H. I'm used to Roush being an A, not an O. That's why I'm saying Roush, but probably Roush, and that Roush knew his killer. I don't believe there is a threat to others, Wood tells the newspaper. So they're trying to let people know it's not like a random killer. This is people that knew each other and had a personal vendetta or grudge. Wood also tells the West Virginia Metro News that Roush gave them information that might help solve the case. We weren't just standing over top of him, Wood said. I don't want people to think we were doing that. But there were opportunities to talk to him, and he spoke to us, and that's kind of crucial to what we're working on. So he gave them information probably on what happened. Roush was a standout football player at Wahama High School in Mason, West Virginia. He was one of the top running backs in the state, according to TMZ Sports. He went on to play college football at the University of Charleston. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation, BCI, and the West Virginia State Police are assisting the investigation, which is being led by the Meigs County Sheriff's Office and Pomeroy Police Department. A GoFundMe page has been launched to help cover funeral and memorial costs. Anyone with information concerning the shooting is asked to contact the Meigs County Sheriff's Office at 740-992-3371. So extremely sad all around. And as a suggestion, make a community post so others who don't watch all the time know. Yeah, I've done that too and on, so I'm definitely going to do that again. It's a shame because all the ideas you guys have given me, they're all great ideas, but I have done, I think, all of them, if not all of them, then, the vast majority. And for whatever reason, just much less people come to when we do it on this channel. It seems like it. I had like 140 people on that other channel. Now it's up to 230. So a good 100 people came last week when I started saying, hey, make sure you sign up for the second channel. About 100 people signed up. And there's not even 100. At most we maybe have 50, half of that, like regular members that are here every day. They're not always here at the same time, but they come in at different times. I would say we have about 50 to 60, like really, really solid members that are always here and always that are here at least once every 2 or 3 shows, and then about 300 to 400 people watch each show. They just don't watch them live and stuff. So those are the numbers. But when we go on this second channel, so far, like 10 people are here at a time. Whereas on the other one, we get up to like 30 or 40. So I don't know. And then we do our nighttime shows, it gets to 100 to 200. So there's a heck of a discrepancy in all the numbers, But anyways, moving forward, a New Jersey man murdered his ex-wife before turning the gun on himself during hours-long standoff with police. Oh, I gotta hang on, guys. Having lovely problems with my computer again. Hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, I read that one earlier. Okay, so we'll do 1 or 2 more and then we'll finish up. I don't know where I put my... Sorry, guys. Actually, let's do this one because I'm having trouble pulling that one up. So, slain woman was last seen alive leaving Dallas nightclub with a man who is now one of 3 suspects. Maricela Botello Valadez, 23 years old, had come to Dallas from Seattle on October 2nd, 2020 to visit a friend. So here she is. And it says, that's Maricela. 3 people have been arrested in connection with the death of a Seattle woman who was last seen alive leaving a nightclub in Dallas. Charles Beltran, 31, was taken into custody in Utah on a capital murder charge on Friday in connection with the death of 23-year-old Maricela Botello Valadez. Nina Morano, 50 years old, and 57-year-old Lisa Dykes were arrested in Florida last month. So the other 2 are females? And they're 50-year-old females. 31-year-old male and a couple 50-year-old females. According to Morano's arrest warrant affidavit, Botello Valadez had come to Dallas from Seattle on October 2nd to visit a friend. The friend later told police that she had taken a lift from his home on the evening of October 4th and never returned. According to the affidavit, after that evening, there was no activity on Botello Valadez's bank accounts, social media, or cell phone. The Dallas Morning News reported that Botello Valadez was last seen leaving a club called Select Start with a man in the early morning hours of October 5th. Her body was found on March 24th, so a couple days later, in a wooded area in Wilmer. Using cell phone records, police were able to determine that Morano, Dykes, and Beltran were with Botello Valadez at the home of Dykes and Beltran in Mesquite, Texas, on the last date she was known to be alive. Ooh. A search of Dykes and Beltran's residence revealed that the carpet had been cleaned, but streaks of brown and red color, the appearance of blood, were underneath the carpet, the affidavit states. Police later said that they found Botello Valadez's blood on one of the carpets and pads from what was believed to be Beltran's bedroom, according to the affidavit. If you don't know, under the carpet there is a padding. I'm assuming that's what it means. Affiant believes the complainant was injured based on the blood found at the residence, the affidavit states. There are no records to show she was treated at any medical facility. There are no records to show that an ambulance was dispatched to the suspect's address. It's not looking good, guys. According to the affidavit, the suspects allegedly refused to speak to police, and all three have left their jobs and moved out of their individual homes in Texas and Pennsylvania. Talk about suspicious. That sounds like more than a coinky dink. Charges have yet to be filed in the three cases, and it's unclear if any of the suspects has a lawyer. Well, they should get one. They should get one. All right, guys, let's see here. Hey, we're up to 13. Woo! New top number. I have seen your community posts, but sometimes YouTube shows them days late. I don't know why. Yeah, daytime's hard. Eventually, we might have to look at different times for the show, but right now, I don't know. Right now, I do like where we do our show. I just don't want to give myself too much to do at night, since I don't want to have to like rush through this segment to get to the interviews and stuff like that. But if I do have to move this and combine it into the nighttime show with the interviews, eventually we can do that. We have a lot of options, guys. It'll take time to figure it all out. All right, guys, so hit that like button. So I think that's just about it. I'm going to do one more. Like I said, wasn't going to be a full show. I just wanted to kind of get a feel for how we were doing with the new channel. I post on Twitter once in a great while, mostly Facebook though, Laura. Not really Twitter too much. So I'm going to do one more. But my thing is J Hebert Books on Twitter. If you ever want to look me up, J Hebert Books. Like, because I used to, write books, BOOKS. J Hebert Books, all one word. While I read this last news story, we'll do a lightning round at the end. If anyone wants if any donation comes in, it gets Toby double treats to finish up. That's what we're going to start doing. The first donation that comes in the last one will be double treats for Toby. So if anybody does come through and gives a donation, it gives Toby double treats while we read our last story. So you have a few minutes while we pull the story up and read it, and maybe you'll get it, maybe not. Oh no, what will happen? What will happen? What will happen, Topster? So let's go back to Pennsylvania here. Oh, actually, I read this one earlier. Never mind. I read that one. Okay, so now, actually, I've read all these. What was the one I had, right? Hang on a second. 9-year-old boy killed. That was sad. Hang on here. What is this? Kind of running out of stories here. We'll have to wait till tomorrow. I read a lot earlier. At least, unless I went back further, but I don't want to go a few days back. I want to stay current. So it says Massimo Gianelli released from prison early, and Lori Loughlin is relieved, says the source. I know Lori Loughlin. I'm not familiar with the Massimo guy. I'm guessing this is probably a well-known story that I'm just clueless about. Seems that way. That's normal. I'm always clueless. Massimo Gianelli was booked into federal prison in California on November 19th. We all know Lori Loughlin. She has tearful reunion with her daughters here. Can you guys see? Here we go. Oh, well, she was just showing her and her daughters. That's Lori Loughlin. Just good for her age, huh? I mean, looks good just in general, but pretty girls. But what's the story here? I don't remember. Oh, this is the college admissions scandal. Okay. Massimo Gianelli has been released from prison early after serving nearly 5 months for his role in the high-profile college admissions scandal. Gianelli has yet to reunite with his family, a source tells People. Lori is relieved that he was released from the prison. Massimo is still in federal custody, though, the source says. Attorneys for Gianelli did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. He's expected to serve the remainder of his sentence at home, according to the Associated Press, which also reported that records showed Gianelli is expected to be released from home confinement on April 17th. So he has about 10 days left. Back in May, the fashion designer pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud and 1 count of honest services wire and mail fraud. His wife admitted to one count of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. According to the criminal complaint against them, the couple was accused of paying $500,000. Woo! Imagine having that kind of dough to spend for something like that. To Rick Singer and Key Worldwide Foundation to falsely designate their daughters, Olivia J. Gianelli, 20, and Isabella Rose Gianelli, 21, as recruits to the University of Southern California crew team, even though neither ever participated in the sport. Wow, they would have done well, huh? Jeez. Rich people. Rich people, am I right? Am I right? Gianelli was booked into federal prison in Lompoc near Santa Barbara, California, on November 19th. He reported to prison less than a month after his wife began her 2-month sentence for her role in the scandal. Laughlin was released the following month after serving nearly 2 months for her role in the high-profile college admissions scandal. All right, guys. So we will finish there. Hey, Boston actress, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. See, Boston actress hasn't even been here for a while, and even she's getting notifications, guys. What's going on here? What the heck is going on? Toby, do you know what's going on? I sure don't, man. I just don't. See, even Toby doesn't know. I missed you, Boston actress. I'm glad you're back. But yeah, we're separating the shows at the end of this week, or like right around now. We're starting to completely separate them. We're going to start getting back to doing multiple interviews per week on the main channel. And then on this one, we're going to have a Monday through Friday morning show where we just hang out like this. I think I'll do that. I'm doing this series, but I'll do one for sure after I finish one. All right, guys. So we are finishing up. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you tomorrow morning. What I'm thinking of doing is Boston actors, but we are going to do maybe one more of these shows on the main channel because I'm trying to get people over to this channel. And as you see by the count, we have 11 people in here, 13 a couple of minutes ago. But we're having trouble bringing people over, and I'm trying to get everyone that watches the show on that other channel to come over here. You know, people are there every day, but for some reason, when I come over here, they don't come over, and they watch it every single day. I don't know what's going on. But all right, guys, I love you. Thank you for joining us. Toby says thank you too. Oh. Right, Toby? Wow, you're getting heavy, boy. The toaster. We're going to go lay down. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, no. Oh, my God, are you okay? Oh, no. You poor thing. He's dying. You okay, buddy? What was that? Yeah, I'm going to post in the community tab, Boston Actress. I have been, yeah. I've done a couple posts. So, trying everything, but I'm going to do it again. I think we just got to do it maybe for like a week straight, and people will just get used to it. They hear me and they subscribe, but they don't really think about it. They'll get used to it once we do it a few times. But, all right, guys, we love you all. Oh, let me put on screen. Oh, it's been too long. Today's supporters were Laura, Annie, and Wendy. So thank you so much to you guys for this. They were the supporters on this stream, I should say. And then we had an earlier show, too, but... All right, let me go see what's up with Toby. He's coughing up a lung over here, but I think he's fine. Right, buddy? You okay? But all right, guys, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow morning. You did, Anand? Well, let's wait a minute. We'll give you a little credit. Give it a moment. You did it through PayPal? Anand? We'll give it a minute, see if it goes through so I can give you a shout out. Well, I guess I'm technically doing that right now, but hasn't went through just yet. Make sure you do it to put the 1 at the end where you do Jason Hebert 1. You'll see my face there. It's a picture of me smiling like a doof, like if it didn't go through, I'll try next live. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, it didn't seem to go through, but thank you anyways for your support for the attempted donation from Anand. So Watcher, Annie, Laura, and Anand, thank you so much, guys. And I love you guys, and I will see you shortly. Tomorrow morning, we'll get to work on moving this dang show over to this channel. We will get it to happen. We'll get them all over, right, Toby? We'll make it work. All right, guys, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. And we have an interview most likely tomorrow, too, on the main channel. Don't forget that. I'm very excited about that. It's another interview tomorrow night. All right, guys, love you. See you soon. Bye-bye.